Hello and welcome to the studio of the WSIS Plus 20 Forum high-level event here in Geneva. I'm delighted to say that our guest next is His Excellency Mr. Karim Bibi Triki from the Algerian Ministry of Post and Telecommunications. Minister, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation and for the opportunity.
First of all, let's ask you, Algeria has made significant progress in the development of ICT infrastructure, as is shown in key indicators over the past few years. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, sure. Again, I would like first to take this opportunity to express my gratitude toward the different ITU entities and the WSIS Forum team for giving us this opportunity together 20 years after the kickoff of the WSIS in 2003 and 2005 in Tunis and in Geneva. So giving us the opportunity all together, and discuss, look back at what was done for the past 2 decades, and most importantly, open, I would say, new discussions about future opportunities and challenges so we can shape the future of the WSIS, which is a forum that was very valuable for the worldwide community, for different government entities in order to do the progress I would like to share also today. As you mentioned, indeed, so after 2003, Algeria had engaged in many projects on particularly making connectivity available everywhere and for every citizen. We did some progress until 2020. Just for example, on fixed broadband, we reached the penetration rate of 40%. But after 2020, we have seen an accelerated agenda and an ambitious plan delivering on the commitments and the engagements of our president, Mr. Abdelmajid Tebboune, on making technology, ICT, available again for different sectors, for all our citizens in different areas of a big and vast country. So we accelerated this agenda, and actually we doubled this number in only 4 years. 1.5 of these years with COVID period, with all the constraints we remember. And today the penetration rate of fixed broadband is almost 2/3 of households. Of course, we continue connecting the unconnected. In parallel, we have leveraged different technologies, mobile and fixed and satellite communications, in order again to reach what we can confirm as 80% of the citizens of the population in Algeria have regular access to the internet today in this big country. Of course, connecting the unconnected was a priority, but we had to modernize also our infrastructure, so we offer the best services in order to address the needs, the increasing needs of usages, either again from households, individuals, businesses, or government entities. And here we have taken some bold decisions, like the broad deployment of fiber to the home. So Algeria today is the second biggest fixed broadband network in Africa, and is also the second biggest fiber network in Africa. And we had to invest also on developing our international network, because this is the way we connect with the rest of the world. So our international bandwidth moved from 1.5 terabit per second in early 2020 to almost 10 terabits per second today, which represents 15% of the total international bandwidth connecting Africa to the rest of Europe. So many indicators are showing again this progress, which reflects also some strategic choices Algeria have made during the past few years in order to achieve this progress.
Huge progress, as you say. What strategies have accelerated the development of telecoms infrastructures to promote a broader digital inclusion and socio-economic development, do you think?
Indeed, I think this is one of the topics we have been sharing, myself and my colleagues from other countries during the meetings we had today, is what worked, how it worked. And if I can share the experience for Algeria, I would say combining political will, strong political will, with the federation of stakeholders, businesses players, ecosystem players, and benefiting from the support of ITU and other UN entities in order to drive this agenda, I think is the key, I would say, success recipe, if I can call it this way. We have seen in the past that having independent, for example, regulation, just motivating, inciting the operators to build and develop this infrastructure allowed us to achieve very good results. But at some point, we have seen a need to accelerate the pace. And this is where, again, having this strong political will from the highest authority in the country, from the President of the Republic, allowed us to translate this commitment in actionable strategies that we had to drive by federating the different players, the different stakeholders, including telecom operators, including the regulators, and all actually actors that can contribute. So unifying, federating the different stakeholders around one roadmap and putting some discipline in the execution and focus in the execution. I think this was key. In parallel, the involvement of the government on developing this infrastructure was materialized through some big bets or big pledges, because reaching this level of infrastructure required a multi-year, multi-billion investments that was handled, I would say, in a balanced way between the government engagement and between the ecosystem players' engagements.
Minister, thank you so much for your insights. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you very much again for the opportunity.
You're welcome. And more to come from the studio of the WSIS Plus 20 Forum High Level event.